Hi, so let's chat today about kids that are kind of outliers and they don't have a diagnosis and how reflexes could help them. So I've gotten these questions before. My child is super coordinated, amazing at sports, but he has major sensory issues. Like, how could reflexes have anything to do with it because he's so good at sports? Or a child that's super typical, really smart, does well in school, but he can't tie his shoes and he's 12 years old, or he can't catch a ball and he's 12. Like, how can he be so great in this thing but so low level in something else, right? And like, does reflexes really help with that? So the answer is yes, 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 yes. Of course, I always would like an assessment, or at least looking at the symptoms to make sure the child needs reflex work. I guess probably 99% of the time they do, but maybe there's always an outlier. But if we look at the developmental pyramid of learning and development, so imagine a pyramid. I will post it after this. At the bottom is our neurological foundation, which is created of primitive reflex integration with sensory integration. So this is something all kids need. All kids go through and all kids need, right? Like, all infants go through this, every human being. Okay, and then above that, as you move up the pyramid, the top is all the way executive functioning, like reading and math and writing and all the stuff you need for school. But in between, in the middle, is like attention and behavior and coordination, visual motor skills, some other things I'm trying to think. But so here's the deal is, your child, you develop some skills. I mean, you're going to develop different skills as you grow up, even if you have gaps in your foundation. And some kids might be amazing at coordination, but have visual motor issues. And some might not be able to read, but they can do all the other things. And then some might have poor motor skills, but they're amazing at reading and writing and math, and they have super high academic skills. So that's where that's where we get individualized. So no matter where you are, your gaps are away in that pyramid, every child still needs that foundation in order to create the foundation and the neurological system so that you can improve the skills. So that's what happens. So we do neurological work, the primitive reflex integration with sensory integration and brain balance. Once that is complete, and once we're starting to work on it, even as we're working on it, we can specifically work on the skill that your child needs. So does your child need better coordination? Does your child need better reading? Does your child maybe need vision therapy? Like, whatever the skill development in that pyramid they are missing, that once we lay the foundation, then you can be working on that, and you're going to get results and achieve optimal function much quicker, much faster. Maybe even with, like, you wouldn't have gotten it before if you didn't do this neurological foundation. So simple things to think about are this is for younger kids. Like, a lot of them do have trouble with the motor skills, like catching a ball, riding a bike. As soon as they start laying that foundation, man, they catch on instantly, so quickly, when they had been practicing it for months and months and months and months. But if you don't have that foundational skill, you'll never, no matter how much practice you get in reading or writing or throwing or catching a ball, whatever skill that you have an issue with, your child does, you can't get there because you just don't have the foundation. And that's how it can be totally different. Or like, one child has a diagnosis, one doesn't, and how my child looks completely different than that child, but they all still need that base of the neurological foundation to build upon for different skill development afterwards. Hope that makes sense. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll post the pyramid right after this so you can see a visual.